Have you ever wondered if a single weekend could hold centuries of history, quiet canals, wildlife encounters, and a sunset that feels like it was painted just for you? Come with me to a place that many travelers overlook, the extraordinary city of Middelburg in the Netherlands. It's the capital of Zeeland, a province where the land and sea have danced together for 1,000 years. My journey began at Antwerp Central in Belgium. I took a train via Roosendaal, and in about 2 hours, the city noise faded away, replaced by the calm, rhythmic charm of Middelburg. As I entered the city, the canals immediately caught my eye. Back in the 1700s, these waters were crowded with massive wooden ships of the Dutch East India Company, or the VOC. They brought spices and silk from Asia to this very spot. Today, those merchant ships are gone, replaced by sleek, modern yachts. Looking at them, I couldn't help but feel they're like dream cars in a showroom, beautiful to admire even if I'll never have the keys. Walking through the old town feels like stepping into a storybook. In hidden alleys like Kuiperpoort, the cobblestones and wooden doors look exactly as they did 4 centuries ago. Many houses still have the years 1600 or 1700 engraved on their walls. They aren't just buildings, they are witnesses to history. Soon I reached the Abbey, a massive complex built in the 1100s by Norbertine monks. Walking through its quiet courtyards, the silence is so deep it feels like the walls themselves are in prayer. Right next to it stands the Lange Jan Tower. At over 90 meters tall, it keeps a watchful eye over all of Zeeland, a name that literally means land of the sea. For a moment of rest, I found a small roadside cafe. In Europe, these aren't just places to eat, they are front-row seats to observe life. Watching bicycles rush past while sipping coffee felt like a perfect bridge between the past and the present. In the market square, the city hall stands as a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. It was Friday, so a boutique antique market was set up. Wandering through old books and vintage cameras, I wondered whose grandfather might have once used them to capture a family memory. But this square also carries a heavy heart. In 1940, during World War II, a devastating bombardment destroyed much of the city center. Yet, looking at the restored City Hall today, you see the incredible resilience of the Dutch people. They didn't just rebuild houses, they rebuilt their soul. Before leaving the city, I visited the Oostkerk, or the domed church. Built in 1648, its unique 8-sided design and massive dome let light pour in from every direction. Inside, the historic 18th century organ stands tall, its golden pipes looking ready to play the music of time itself. The next morning, I headed 11 kilometers out to Vrouwenpolder. I stayed in a caravan, a cozy little home on wheels. There's something special about opening your window and feeling the salt air from the dunes while you have your morning tea. Nearby is the Orange Zone Nature Reserve. Walking here felt like being inside a nature documentary. I saw groups of deer grazing peacefully, and further away, wild horses and cattle roamed free. It's a place where nature truly takes the lead.
To finish the trip, I walked down to the beach at Vrouwenpolder. As the sun set, the sky turned into a canvas of orange and purple. The sound of the waves and the soft sand under my feet made time feel irrelevant. If you're planning a visit, the train from Antwerp or Amsterdam is very convenient. While many people flock to the big cities, the real peace of the Netherlands is found here in Zeeland. A bicycle is usually the best way to explore the areas between the city and the coast. Middelburg taught me that a city's beauty isn't just in its architecture, but in how it rises back up after hardship. It's a place that invites you to slow down and breathe. As I sat on the dunes, I realized that sometimes the best travel memories aren't the famous landmarks, but the quiet sound of the wind through the beach grass. Thank you so much for joining me on this walk through history and nature. I hope these scenes of golden sunsets and ancient alleys brought a bit of peace to your day. If you ever find yourself wandering through these cobblestone streets in your mind, stay close to Palasha's open diary. There are many more stories waiting to be told.